you guys at the end when we do Q&A, if you have a question, you can unmute yourself, and you can also raise your hand. There's all different commands that you can do there. Or at the end with the Q&A, I will unmute everyone so you guys can feel free to ask questions. So we've got quite a few people on tonight, and I want to say welcome. Most of you have just joined iMarkets Live. Many of you I know may have been in for a month or 2 months, and I want you to know that this is a life skill. This is not a race. This is something that you're going to take with you from now till Jesus comes back, okay? As long as there is money that can be traded, this is something that we're going to be able to do. This is something that we're going to be able to build a legacy for our children and our children's children. And this is something that we're going to be able to use for the kingdom. So I want you to know that this is definitely a skill that that some are going to learn it quick, some are going to learn it slow, but it doesn't matter. We're all going to learn it, and we're all going to be here with you to help you to make sure that you get this skill down pat, okay? So tonight what we're going to cover is a couple of questions, and one of them is, what is a pip? Because I know when I got started, all this lingo, mumbo jumbo lingo, was Greek to me. And so one of the things that we need to know is what is a pip and how to calculate a pip. And then we're going to do a little trade entry and exit. So if you guys are on your phone or on your laptop, if we have time at the end, we're going to practice that as well. All right. See if I can get this thing. So you know what, like I was saying, it was all Greek to me. I really want you to know that don't feel like that you have to learn everything at once. Everybody learns differently. Some people are visual learners, and some people are hands-on, and some people, they need to hear it 5 or 6 times. When I first started this, Dr. Jewel, I just want to let you know, Dr. Jewel is a very dear friend of mine, and she started asking me back in April. You know, she started telling me about trading. Well, to be honest with you, I was not interested in trading. That's nothing that I had ever thought about doing. And so I really wasn't interested. And then when I started doing it, my first time on training, I went to the London session, and I thought, I didn't know what in the world I'd gotten into, because none of this made sense. It looked like Greek and geometry. And so I kind of just gave up on training for a minute, because I jumped into the London session right away. So that's why we're here to give you some basics. We want to walk you through this. And these basic lessons are going to be Sunday night, Monday night, Tuesday night, Thursday night, and Saturday morning. And then also IML is starting some new basic lessons. So you guys are going to get the opportunity to really get this, all right? And so I want to make sure that you know, don't panic. You know, when you see this, or when it all looks like you want to just throw your hands up and say, forget it, I don't know what I'm doing. Don't feel incompetent. Don't give up. Never give up, because you never want to give up on your hopes and your dreams, okay? So don't panic, because this might look like Greek, okay, in the beginning, but I'm telling you, don't panic, because you're going to get it. Do take your time. I want you to make sure that you go through those video lessons. I've even got people that I've been working with for like 2 weeks, and then when I check on them, they've been trying to trade, and they've never even started watching their videos. That's what the Academy is there for. It's going to walk you through the basics. You start with your beginner lessons. There's 6 videos, and they're only like 4 minutes, a piece. You're going to want to watch those videos over and over and over. Write down, take notes, and then it goes all the way through advanced. So I want you to make sure that you do those things, and then you practice in your demo. We can't mess that up. That's Monopoly money. It doesn't matter. So you're going to learn how to practice. You're going to get into some signals. You're going to do your swipe app, swipe trade app. I always want to say that backwards. And make sure that you download that on your phone if you haven't already. It's the Swipe Trade app from IML. And then we have some links on Telegram. If you're not on Telegram, you need to get on Telegram, because we send you signals every day, copy and paste. We tell you when to buy, when to take profit, when to sell, when to close. Those are things that you're going to be practicing in your demo account. And then I want you to make sure that you stay connected. Nightly training, ask questions, find a trading buddy. I tell you, that has been a lot of fun. Is that if you'll just, you know, say, get on that Telegram app or on our phone or whatever we're doing and say, hey, you know, I'm trading. What are you doing? It's a lot of fun. And I'll say, oh, well, I'm in UJ. And what are you? And then you've got somebody to talk to. Don't trade by yourself, even though you're in an app. And get with the person that enrolled you, that told you about this. They're trading too. And, you know, and start trading with them. Jane, Keon, stop trading by yourself all the time. Trade with me. It's a lot of fun, guys. It's a lot of fun. Then I want you to make sure that you tell your friends, because I'm absolutely amazed. First of all my friends and relatives that found out that I was trading wanted to trade. I didn't know that. I've never had that conversation with them before. And we have this amazing platform that they can learn with you. And then you've got built-in trading buddies. Don't try to wait till you've got it all figured out, because it might take you months and it could take them days or weeks, and then they could be helping you. So don't think, oh, I've got to wait till I'm making money. I got to wait till I've got this all figured out. Absolutely not. Start telling your friends right now. And you know how I do it? I have my phone open, and I'm looking at my trade, and I'm watching what's going on, and people sitting at the dinner table. I have to tell you something really funny. I was at my uncle's funeral. Best favorite uncle in the world, okay? But I had a trade open. So I sat down, and we were there really early before the funeral, and I looked at my phone and I thought, okay, I've got to close this trade, because I cannot be staring at my phone in church. I cannot be staring at my phone in a funeral. So I was watching it for a minute, and I got a good place where I could close my trade, and I closed it. And then I put my phone away. I was like, oh, good. Now I don't have to worry about that trade. And then all of a sudden I felt tap, tap, tap on my shoulder. I kid you not. I had cousins asking me, are you trading? What are you doing? And 3 people from sitting right behind me, my family members, said that they've always wanted to trade and they wanted to know all about this. So just, you know, this isn't something we're selling. We're not recruiting. We're helping other people learn that they can trade too, and that they can create a legacy for their family and their children's children. And remember, guys, who won the race? It was the tortoise. Slow and steady wins the race, okay? So we're going to talk about what is a PIP. And I know that some of this lingo is crazy. There's take profit, stop loss, TP, SL. They say we're going to buy, we're going to go long, we're going to go short. You're going to hear all kinds of terminology. Watch your videos. Your beginner videos are going to tell you what all of those things mean. But tonight we're going to talk about what is a PIP. And PIPs are the entire reason that we're trading. We want to accumulate pips. We want to accumulate as many pips as we can, okay? It's like the squirrel in the wintertime gathering nuts. We are gathering pips. And we're going to find out that just a few pips can actually make us wealthy. A few pips a day can make us wealthy. So we want to win more than we lose. And everyone loses some. You guys, the very best top market traders lose. They lose, you know, they win 7 to 8 out of 10 trades. That's 70 to 80%. Some of them lose, you know, some of them do a 50-50. That's kind of a break even. I wouldn't really want to do that. But our goal is to win 70 to 80% of the time. As long as once we get to a place where we're winning more than we're losing, that is the goal, all right? So don't beat yourself up. When you're losing, there's risk management. That's going to be on another night. I'm not really talking about risk management tonight, but I want to say use small 0.01, okay, 0.02. Don't use great big lots when you're trading. And if you guys just signed up and haven't gotten that far yet, I promise you're going to get there soon. Okay, so PIP is an acronym for percentage in profit. So a PIP is a percentage of a cent, and it's like 1/10 of a cent. And we're really going to get into this, and I promise you're going to know more about PIPs, and you're going to understand PIPs like no other trader. I was in a trading forum, and there was a guy that had been trading for 7 months, and he did not know how to calculate a PIP. I don't know how he's making money if he doesn't know how to calculate a PIP. So I want you guys to be smarter than the average trader out there. You're going to know how to calculate a PIP. So an example of a PIP is we have currency pairs. So for instance, in this example, we have EUR, which is the euro, and USD, which is the dollar. And the sample price I have for the euro USD is 1.23456. I wanted to make it easy for you. All right. So what this means is that one of the euro will buy 1.23456 US dollars. Okay. So this means that the US dollar is worth a little bit more than the euro. So when we're trading a euro for a dollar, 1 euro will buy 1.23456 US dollars. All right. Now, because price moves in the Forex world, because of the way price moves in the Forex world, we have to have really small percentages. We have to break them down even smaller than just dollars and cents. Okay, so it couldn't just be $1.23. They had to add some digits, all right? So when we look at a currency quote, which is the price, and let me just show you what the price looks like. Let me see if I can do that right here. I hope I'm not losing anyone, okay? All right, so let me show you. Price is over here on the right side of your screen, whether it's on your phone or whether it's on your computer. So this is the US dollar versus the Japanese yen. And so it's $112.30, 30.5, okay? So this is your price. So currency quotes and prices are right there. Now let me go back. Okay. Oh, I lost my place. Okay. So what we see are dollars, cents, percentages of a cent, which is the pip, and 1/10 of a percent. And I'm not going to get into a lot of weird math. So if you didn't pass math, don't worry. We're not going to get into geometry or anything here, okay? So in this price, $1.23, okay, and 456. We're gonna see this. The 1 is the dollar. The 23 is the cents. The 45 is the percentage of a cent, which is a pip. And then the 6 is 1/10 of a percent. You know, in your mileage on your car, how that last digit, it goes 6 and then 7 and then 8 and then 9. And then when it gets to 0, the number next to it goes up 1. That's exactly how this works. That's how I think of this, as the mileage odometer on my car. So let's look at this next slide. So this is the dollar. This is the cents. So it's $1.23. And then this is 45% of a cent. And then this is the tenths of a cent, okay? I wanted you to see that, but we're gonna make it even easier here, okay? I just want you to see how it's broken down. So if I'm in a buy, we want the pips to go up. So when this 6 goes to 7, and then 8, and then 9, and then 0, then now this will be 46, all right? So this is how we're going to calculate them. This is very important, guys. When you are going to buy or sell currency, and the signal says, you know, take profit in 10 pips, or, you just want to make 10 pips, then you've got to know how to add. So if you go in a buy at 1.23456 and you want to add 10 pips, this is how you're going to do it. You're just going to bring the 6 down, and then you're going to add 10 to the 45, okay? So 5 plus 0 is 5. 4 plus 1 is 5. So now we're going to take profit at 1.23556. Okay, so it's simple math. It's just simple adding and subtracting. You're probably never going to add more than, 20 pips to a number, or 50 pips to a number. All right? But the last number, remember, that's your 10th. It just carries down, and then you add your pips to this. Or if you're going to subtract pips, then if you have 1.2, now this is in a sell, and we want to take profit in 10 pips, then this time we're going to subtract from our entry. Okay, this is the price we're selling at, we're going in our trade at. Then we're going to subtract 10 pips from it. So that way, we're going to carry our last number down. We're going to subtract 10 from 45, which is 35. Now this is going to be our take profit. So we need to know that it's very simple, very basic. I'm recording this as well, so if you need to watch it again, we're going to make it available, because I know if you're like me at all, I've got to watch something 2 or 3 times. Then I've got to have it hands-on. I've got to see, I've got to use it with my day-to-day, what I'm doing, and then I kind of start getting it. And then I might have to ask questions 2 or 3 times. But don't worry, guys. This is basic. You can watch this several times. You can ask questions, but I want you to really get this because it's really important. Okay. Now, I'm going to throw just a small wrench in this and just tell you that not all currencies have the same value. We don't need to know all that right now. Not all the currencies have the same amount of decimal places. So anytime that we trade the JPY, or the Japanese yen, which is what I was trading tonight, it only has 3 digits past the decimal. So nothing is different. The last one is just the carry down, and then we add and subtract from these 2, okay? So this last number is our 10th, and then these are our pips. If we're going to add 10 pips to the 12, then that makes it 23. If we're going to subtract 10 pips from the 12, that really makes it, I didn't subtract properly. That would be 02 there. So sorry about that, guys. Anyway, you got the gist, I hope. Now, remember when I said just a few pips can make you wealthy? This is why I'm going to show you how. Guys, this is something that it's going to take just a little bit of time. You're going to build it line upon line, precept upon precept. You're going to knowledge upon knowledge. The Lord's going to give you wisdom and understanding, and just, pray over this when you're studying, just like in school. Lord, open up my eyes and ears of understanding and let me absorb this, because I know that this is something that you want for me, so that our family can be, broke free from any bondages of debt, or whatever situations are. Maybe you have a ministry goal or some family goal that you need. You want to be debt free. You want your family to have, things that they need and want. There's nothing wrong with having things that you want. So what I want to show you is that, eventually I just use 6 pips, okay? And just say, for instance, when you're trading and you trade 0.01, 0.01 is 10 cents. I don't know why they have to make it kooky like this, but they do. I think it's that percentage of profits again, or percentage of numbers. But anyway, when you trade and you say, I'm going to buy or sell at 0.01, you're really saying I'm going to buy at 10 cents. If you make 6 pips, that's 60 cents. That's not a lot, but remember, you just traded 10 cents and made 60 cents. That's a pretty good trade. And if you did that 4 times a day, that's 24 pips, and that's $2.40. All right? You start with the small things, all right? If you're faithful in the little things, you're going to get the greater things, all right? And then once you've got that down, say you go up to 0.05, which is 50 cents. Now we're trading 50 cents. And if you get 6 pips, that's $3. 4 trades a day, that's 24 pips. Now you've made $12. Not bad, because guys, 6 pips, you can do that in like 3 minutes, 5 minutes, okay? You're in the market's moving, it moves fast. So how would you like to be able to do this and make 12 bucks in a few minutes? All right, some people don't make $12 an hour. So that's a really good day right there. And here it is. Then you graduate. When you've got that down really good and you're getting about 7 or 8 out of 10 trades and your account is building, and then you go to 0.10. That's $1 per trade, or $1 per pip, I'm sorry. So if you get 6 pips, $6 times 4 trades, that's 24 pips, that's $24. All right, now we're starting to see the increase here, okay? And then right now, I'm trading 0.25. That just happens to be my favorite number today. I've been trading 0.25. My account is built up enough where I can trade this. You have to use risk management. You're going to learn about that this week. So I'm trading now. And this market, when I tell you moves fast, it might move 20 pips in a blink of an eye. So just like that can go in profit, it can also go in loss. That's why we keep you up here in this area until you're really, getting the hang of it. All right. So for every pip, I make $2.50 times 6 pips. That's $15. 4 trades, 24 pips is $120. And that's actually a little bit less than what I made this morning when I was trading in London for just an hour or so. Not a bad day, is it? When I made about $150, I lost about 30, so I averaged 120 in an hour. Not a bad day. And then I'll trade again tonight. My goal will be, this is what I'm doing right here, $2.50 a pip, 6 pips, 4 trades, 24 pips, $120. So I plan on making $120 to $150 again tonight. Then now this is when we put on our big girl and boy undergarments, okay? When we start trading this, we have a lot of money in our account. So, but this happens. Actually, I mean, some people do it with just $1,000 in their account. You'd have to be really sure of your trade before you did that. But if you do one standard lot at 1.0, that's $10 for every pip. That's $60, 4 trades, 24 pips, $240. And while I was making my 120 today, the young gentleman who's 22 years old, he's been trading since April. He did the same thing, but he did the one standard lot. He made the $240 in 1 hour. And in our session, he made over $700 in just a couple of hours. Mind you, he's 22 years old, and he's in iMarkets Live, and he's learning how to trade, and he's doing a fantastic job. And you're going to be able to get his channel on Telegram and trade with him just like I do. All right? So I want you to know that this is just the beginning of the rest of your legacy for your children's children. Amen? I hope you guys believe and agree with me on that. I'm going to go ahead and unmute everyone for just a minute. And if you guys have any questions, everybody's unmuted. So if you have background noise, you can mute your own phone. Oh, I hear it. Somebody has me on. All right. Okay. So you can unmute yourself, and I don't even know if you can unmute your phone. Hello. Do you have a question?
Yes, Miss Lee Allen. How are you? This is Brooklyn.
Hey, Brooklyn.
Hey, I was wondering if this amazing call that you did, it looks like it says it's recording. How can I get access to watch this again after we're done?
I will figure that out.
Okay.
We'll record it.
Okay, cool.
I will figure that out, and we'll probably post it the same way you heard about the webinar tonight. We will repost the recording, and however it is, I can do that.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Lee, is it possible to just get a copy of the PowerPoint?
Yes, that's easy.
Okay.
You'll just have to send me a text message with your email.
I'll do that.
So if you're wanting a copy of the PowerPoint, my phone number, get ready, it's 214-796-2437. And send me a text with your name and your email address, and I'll just send you that PowerPoint.
Like goes so good. I cannot wait to like watch it back all over again. I mean, you really broke that thing down. I mean, I thought I kind of had an idea of the whole pips thing, but just listening to it and watching it tonight, it really was so simple. I absolutely loved it. I really don't even have any questions. That's how like very basic you were able to break it down to where I was able to understand it. So thank you so much. I can't wait to watch it again.
Fantastic. I love hearing that. Thank you, Marquita.
Marquita.
Hey,
And this is Tamara Young. I just had to hop on and second your emotions, my darling. This is amazingly, Alan. You are just terrific. And I got to be honest, I learned a little bit about pips tonight. I thought I knew it all. Terrific training. Thank you so much.
I thank you, Chairman.
Hello.
Hey, Lee, this is Jewel. Girl, you helped me so much tonight. Like, I get it.
I love it. I was so afraid it wasn't going to be what you guys needed. Thank you.
It was so good. The people were texting me saying, I'm blocked out. My friend texted me and said, I have to get on this webinar now. So we'll do a little powwow, some of us to figure this out. But we're going to need more room than 50 because this was really excellent. No, seriously, great job.
Oh, fantastic. So it did block everyone at 50. And I have the pro version, so I'll see what we need to do.
Okay, darling. Yeah.
Thank you.
Hello,
And I have a question.
Hey, what's your name?
Keon.
Hey, darling.
Hey, okay. My question is about entering and exiting a trade. Is that based on a goal that I would set for the amount of pips I'm going to take, or is it best to follow the pattern from the chart of that particular pair?
Okay. So I'm going to make sure I have your question right. Entering and exiting a trade is a strategy based on the movement of the pair. So you're going to look at the trend and when is the best time to enter that trade. You may have to look at 2 or 3. Let me switch screens here, okay? I'm going to show you something. This kind of was on what I was going to talk about tonight, so let's go to it. Okay, so really when I'm looking at my charts, I'm going to switch my charts really quick here. Okay, Okay, this is a very important chart right here. This is actually one of my favorite charts that I use. Let me get all my stuff in here. Okay, so what I do when I'm looking at my charts, put this over here out way. All right. So first of all, you may get a signal. After a while, guys, you're going to learn how to watch a few of your favorite pairs and know what's going on, and you're going to learn the pair, how it behaves, what its highs are, what its lows are. I like just trading a few pairs. When you're taking signals, then you're gonna take a trade based on whatever analysis they've done, which is fine. So I start with a pip goal. I was doing 100 pips a day. That's a lot of pips. I mean, you can do it if you'll notice. This is all one day right here, and UJ, this is UJ here. UJ went 60 pips right here in this one run. I could have gotten this trade right here, and I could have ridden this all the way down for 60 pips, which is what I was doing. But you got to find that. It doesn't always do that like that. It's up and down, up and down. So what I realized was that I can increase my lot size a little bit because my account size is bigger, and I can go for 6 pips or 10 pips, and once I get 10 pips in 2 trades, I'm done. Okay, I feel good. So your first goal is right now in the beginning. Your goal is just to learn how to find a trade and learn how to enter and exit. When you're taking signals, they're telling you how to enter and exit. When you're learning to watch and do your own analysis, then, for instance, right here, I know that when this candle goes through here and closes, on the next candle, I'm probably going to take a buy. All right? So you asked me about entry and exit and your goal. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So entry and exit doesn't really have, it doesn't have anything to do with your goal, but it can help you reach your goal. So entry and exit is just making sure that you can enter a trade with with as little drawdown as possible. Now, for me, entry and exit is entering and exiting the candle right when it starts to break for a new candle. Right now I'm on the 5-minute chart, and I know I'm probably going way beyond what I should be doing right now, but right now I'm on the 5-minute chart. I have a counter over here that's telling me in 2 minutes and 36 seconds a new candle is going to form. So I'm watching this candle, and because I'm going to take this trade when the new candle forms. As long as all the signs still say this is going to be a buy, okay? So as soon as that new candle forms, and you can do one-click trading, or if you're trading on the phone, it's easier. You just hit trade, buy or sell. Then you want to set your take profit, okay? That's how you're going to reach your pip goal, is by finding what your take profit is and dividing that up, throughout the day by your trades. Hopefully, what's your pip goal, Keon?
10 to 20.
10 to 20. Okay. So you can, sometimes you can get pips. When the market's moving, you can get 10 to 20 pips in one single trade. I happen to just like to get 6. And let me tell you why I do 6 pips. It's 5 for me and 1 for the broker. Okay? That's how I came up with that. When I do 10 pips, I do 11. 10 for me, 1 for the broker. All right? So I always set my take profits. I add 1 to it for them because they're going to get their commission. And I want to see my nice round numbers on my profits. I like seeing it in increments of $10 and $20 and $30. I don't know. I'm just kind of a weird person like that. Okay. I like those nice round numbers. But anyway, so say you're going to take 2 trades and get 10 pips each, or you're going to take 4 trades and get 5 pips each, whatever you want to do. When the market's moving slower, break it down to 5 pips, because you can get 5 pips before it turns around normally. Okay. Am I answering your question? Because I feel like I'm kind of just rambling.
Yes. I guess it's kind of confusing when I'm following the trades or the signals on Telegram. It's just kind of hard to know what's actually going on with the market just based on the signals that they give. So, I mean, it's still a little confusing.
Okay. So it's really important, when you're learning, you might go ahead, see, I would be putting this in. So you might go ahead and put in the trade, and then look at your analysis, because sometimes these trades are very time sensitive. We can't wait 10 minutes and then 15 minutes and put the trade in, because by then we've lost our entry point. It's not as effective a lot of times, unless it's a real long swing trade. But so put the trade in, then go back and pull that pair up and look at it. And let's look at, why did they call this buy here? What was the market doing? For me, I trade support and resistance. And I trade, trend. So these lines that I have, these are all support and resistance lines. And if they tell me to enter here, then I'm going to look at this and go, this right here, this is the bottom of the trading range, but it usually breaks through that. Down here is a strong place. Look, it hit this, it broke through, but it couldn't withstand it, and then it went back up. Came down, almost touched it, and then went back up. So normally it'll do that maybe 3 times. So I'm looking at this might come back down again. But anyway, so do your own analysis after you put in the trade. Go ahead and take a look at it and see what's going on. One of the things that is very important is learning support and resistance. And because the reason why is, you might put in a trade right here, and if you didn't know that this was right up here, if you didn't know that was a major area of support, resistance, and you open a trade right here because your screen is blank, and then it hits this and then drops down, you're going to want to know why. Why did it do that? I just put my trade in, and it just went the other way. Well, I promise you, I have a really good way to do support and resistance, and we'll make that another lesson on not one of our basic nights, on a different night. And I'll show you guys how to set up your lines, and those lines, they can stay there permanently, because I can go back to 1996 on this chart, and almost every, let me turn this off and I'll show you, it will hit the same line over and over and over. I mean, I can look at this. This was 3 days ago. I can go 3 months ago, and it's going to still hit that same line over and over and over again. So the market does that. It respects those lines. So anyway, that is another lesson. But and Keon, we need to just try a little bit. Okay.
Say that again.
We just need to trade together.
I agree. So basically, okay, you're saying that you're basically following a trend, because just say, for instance, if I'm following something, a signal on Telegram, and just say, for instance, if I missed when we were to close out, I can also go, if I look at the chart, I can follow a trend as well, and determine.
Yes. And here's the thing, like right here, this is starting to range. It's consolidating. So I wouldn't get in this. I was talking about getting in this trade, but this is kind of consolidating, and I would let it decide what it's going to do and break out and then go. But as far as trend goes, so the trend for UJ, which is what I'm in, I really would need to It's been in a downtrend. It looks like, you know, that it's reversing, and it only changes trends like 3 times a year, you know, massive trends, but direction changes. So even though the trend for this is down, we can still catch it when it's retracing. So it may be in a downtrend, but we can when we're selling, but then when it's retracing, we can go into a buy. But still the overall trend is sell, okay? Because that's what a lot of times we do, is we might have a trade and it's just a long-term trade in a sell, and then we'll take smaller trades and scalp these buys, okay? So, well, that's a lot more different stuff from Basic 101. Sorry. Okay. Anybody else have any questions?
Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Do you mind repeating your phone number?
It is 214
Mm-hmm.
796
Mm-hmm.
2437. Let me type it.
My name is Cindy Hamilton. I'm from Killeen, Texas. It's actually my first time getting on a training like this. I'm very new to the trading, but I really, really appreciate this training you did tonight. It was an absolute prayer answered prayer, and I really appreciate the time and effort you put in this slide and taking the time to explain and share the knowledge that you've gained from this. And thank you so much. It's greatly appreciated.
Absolutely.
Hey.
Thank you so much.
Hey,
And
Lee,
guys, here's my number right here on this board. And let me just tell you something. I knew absolutely nothing about Forex. I didn't know what a pip was. It was all Greek. And I've been trading for a little over 3 months. So
Wow.
you guys have complete faith and trust and study these videos and get on these calls and these webinars, and you guys can change some people's lives. All right? Anybody else have any questions?
hey, Lee, I just wanted to say again, you know, this was really excellent. Guys, Lee is being very gracious with giving her number. So I'm just going to ask that if you guys would just text her if you want that, the PowerPoint that she did, but please don't call. Please use your upline as a support to get your answers, because Lee was just very gracious with giving her number tonight. So I'm going to ask if you would just text if you want the PowerPoint information, send the email that she has, but please don't bombard her with questions. We have a phenomenal IML Academy where all your beginner, intermediate, and advanced videos are back there. Go back there and begin to study those. I'm telling you right now, they are huge. Also, every single night, we're going to be having webinars, training. So you're going to learn in layers. So don't feel like you have to know everything tonight. Even Keon, those were great questions, but the fact that, you know, it didn't totally make sense, trust, honey, we've all been there. But the key is consistently getting on the trainings, and all the pieces will begin to come together. So please, guys, let's respect Lee's phone number here. She was so gracious to get it. Just email her your email address, and any specific questions that you have, please ask that to your upline, and make sure you continue to get on the trainings, because you will get your answers. So thank you.
You know what,
Yes,
Jewel?
Yeah, honey.
I'm going to put my email up there.
Thank you. Thank you.
My Forex training
There we go.
365 at Gmail. And it'll be so much easier for me to reply if you will do this instead. Just in the subject line, put PowerPoint. And that way, all I have to do is reply and attach the PowerPoint. It's my Forex training 365 at gmail.com. That would be fantastic. Thank you so much for that, Jewel. I appreciate that. All right. Well, guys, it is, goodness, it's 8:49, and we've been on for almost an hour. And I really appreciate you guys all being on. Thank you so much for your questions. Make sure that you're on. We have Dr. China on Sunday nights, and I have Monday nights. Tuesday night is with an amazing trainer. She's a teacher, okay? She's going to do so much better. A Daisy. And then Thursday night is Pastor Kathy Kirkland. And then Saturday mornings, there's going to be some trainings. So guys, this is all, just keep getting on these questions, get with your upline, whoever enrolled you, stay plugged in, watch the videos, don't quit, don't panic, just keep moving forward. And thank you guys all for being on the call tonight. God bless you, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you. See you later.
You're welcome. Good night.